coming from, you told me in our interview that you have a history degree, master's in education.
Yeah.
So coming into that, obviously we can self-teach a lot. And when it comes to nutrition, something that is very much prevalent nowadays is there are all these certifications, right? Precision nutrition,
Right.
and a lot of them fantastic information.
Absolutely.
Do you ever feel, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, do you ever feel a bit of like imposter syndrome of like, should I be doing nutrition planning for people when there are people that have like a PhD or a master's? Like, how'd you educate yourself? B, what is the kind of mission behind Mealfit of like, hey, this is kind of our idea of what we think healthy is?
Right. So I had a lady who worked at the gym. I'm answering both questions.
Yeah.
Had a lady that worked at the gym who brought up the same thing when we first started. And was like, hey, you could get busted for this. It's illegal. And I'm like, I just give suggestions on, I'm making meal plans. I'm sending people recipes. I'm just giving suggestions on what would work for us. That's one of the things I've always said is I've experimented on me first and foremost. Not even my wife sometimes, but just me. And so how to educate myself. We had talked about a mutual friend, Brian McKenzie, was huge. It's huge impact in my life, and as far as the education is concerned, just the constant learning, the tinkering with things. Brian is a constant, like, I'm kind of messing with this right now. I'm kind of working with this right now. And so I started just tinkering with food, and I'll always like to cook. And so started messing with food, started messing with the nutrition part, changing things up in my diet and see how I react. High this, low this, more of this, less of this, whatever. And and I read a ton. I'm a huge reader. Was not a huge reader growing up, but then I got to college and started reading more. And so I'm a huge reader. Read a lot, consume a lot of just information. Sometimes it can get, it can kind of paralyze you a little bit as far as just like, this says this, but this says this. But you got to really digest it. And the best thing to do is experiment. That's what I tell people all the time. So that's to answer the question about, how to educate myself. But like when Yvette came to me and said, hey, you need to watch out, like, you're giving bad advice, or you're not certified, or you don't have this. I called the state. I was like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Am I legal? And it's the thing. I'm not here to cure any diseases. I'm not here to make someone, a totally different person. I'm here to say, hey, this is what works for us. This is how we've done it, and it's been successful for us. If you want to come alongside us, great. But understand that I don't have letters behind my name. I'm not.
When there's on your website, there's no desire to like, this is going to equal this.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, and this may be not a great parallel that you want to draw, you're no different than, in marketing terms, Pizza Hut putting out a commercial. All you're showing is, this is the food that we prepare.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot healthier than that.
No doubt.
Here it is, you can buy it.